Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Mannlicher Model 1905 mod, which is being made by user Lucas and Colombo. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is the real-world historic semi-auto pistol, the Mannlicher Model 1905, and it is an odd but beautiful little weapon, which I've been having a whole lot of fun with, especially considering the fact, of course, you guys know me, I'm a sucker for a historic weapon in the game, especially if it is a pre-World War II. I just always like those sorts of things. That just adds a nice little bit of unique flair. So let's go take a look at what we do get with this fun little pistol, and have a look at the most standard version of the Mannlicher Model 1905. Which will deal 36 damage at its base level with a 38 round with a firing rate of 50, range of 83, accuracy of 63, and a weight of 4.4. And as you can see here, it is a pretty nice looking gun, very nicely textured and modeled. Now the actual look of it is very, very unusual. Definitely one of those odd transition sort of pistols, but, you know, as semi-auto weapons were starting to come into their own. And it's just a cool, weird design that, thankfully, does have some custom animations for this thing, as, of course, it's a semi-auto gun without a magazine. It is loaded by a stripper clip, so, yeah, pretty interesting there. Now, we do have some modification categories down here, which will be expanded in the future. The mod maker is wanting to add in more modifications to the gun. For right now, though, it's kinda bare bones. You have a number of receivers, a different grip, and a barrel attachment, and that's really all we've got for the time being. I can't wait to see what does get added moving forward, as I think it could be a pretty interesting gun to modify, but for now it is pretty bare bones and will really stay consistently at the moment as an early to maybe mid-game gun with the receiver modifications. So how do you get your hands on one of these lovely pistols? Well, first and foremost, I had to cheat all of these in because there is only one singular version of this in the Commonwealth without cheating like I did, and you'll find it in Lexington, specifically in the Faded Glories Laundromat. And if you head on inside there in the back office, you'll find this sitting on a desk next to a note about basically how it got to the Commonwealth, which I do love, always having those little bits of lore explaining why it is in the game. And yeah, pretty fun and just an interesting weapon. So let's take a quick look at what few modifications we do currently have. And of course, go to the pistol here, and in receivers we have the fairly standard things of, well, standard, hardened, powerful, calibrated powerful, and advanced, getting you to the highest damage you can currently deal with this gun at 63. Again, the mod maker is wanting to add more modifications in here, so hopefully we'll either get some more receivers or some other things in here that'll be able to up that damage even more. Now in the barrels, you've just got the standard one. Grips, you have the standard, but also a Deathclaw grip sleeve, which will help with your accuracy a little bit, which is always nice, and it just makes it look a little bit more interesting. And you will, of course, need a Deathclaw hand for it, so, you know, a bit more intriguing of a required item. Now, then in magazine, we've got nothing for the time being. Standard sights, we just have the standard sights. And finally, in the muzzle, we either have the no muzzle or a turpentine tin suppressor, which I gotta admit kinda looks a little weird on this gun, but I do very much appreciate and love the fact that you get to destroy a Jangles the Moon Monkey in the process. Yay. And, yeah, it's just an odd little silencer there. And that is what you have modification-wise. Let me go grab my usual two that I make, which, quite frankly, I could have just built one unique, interesting one. We've got this one here with the Comfort Deathclaw grip, and then I've got this one over here with the odd tin can suppressor. Nice little thing there. A little odd looking, but it works. Now let's start with the standard one here, again using 38 rounds, and take some shots. And here we go for the custom unique animation there. It is quite slow to reload, but again, it is using a stripper clip, which is gonna be a bit slower than, you know, your standard just load in another magazine. So I do kind of appreciate that it is slow, but it could be a limiting factor to any of you out there wanting to use this in more of a frantic firefight situation. Now, as for the kick on it, it's a pretty controllable gun, not a whole lot of kick if I just fire off the rounds as quick as possible here. There you go, barely any kick whatsoever, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's a 38 round, it's not a whole lot there, but nice and good, and even a nice little disarm animation there. Excellent, excellent. Now, the comfort grip one is going to have the exact same sound, so let's go to the suppressed calibrated one to see that weird tin can on the front and take some silent shots. And there we go. So that is the weapon with a weird little tin can silencer. Which, I mean, the silencer itself, I actually kind of like the thrown together nature of it, but on this weapon, I just kind of think it looks a little bit awkward, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Again, hopefully, we will get some more additional fun modifications in the future to this thing. Now, let's of course head on over here and try these guns out on our usual test subjects of Randy and Will, starting with, as per usual, Will right here, so let's just get a little click on him, do a quick resurrection, and I'm so sorry, my friend, but oh boy, I'm gonna actually probably miss a lot of these shots. There we go. There's some misses. Oh yeah, I should have just done this. Much better. We actually hit him each time. So yes, this one is using the calibrated receiver on it, so it's only doing 54. We'll use the 63 damage comfort grip advanced Mannlicher for taking down Randy here. And of course, give him another little resurrection. Perfect. And he's stuck in the door. Bye-bye, my friend. Oh, actual headshot there did some pretty decent damage. Oh god, I'm so sorry, Randy. That was vicious as per usual. But yes, it's a pretty interesting, fun little gun. Again, hopefully we'll get some fun modifications for it in the near future. But I just always enjoy having unique, odd, historic guns in the game, as it just adds something a bit special and, well, unique into the world, rather than the same old modern-y stuff. But yeah, so if you'd like to have a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that is gonna be it for today, my friends. I hope you all have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.